What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another Puggy Tuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 3 of season 1 of the VDL Manaphy, let's get our words right, division. Today we are taking on Pokemaster 88, coach of the California Trailblazers. Dang, I can't get my words out today, dude. I was trying to say the illustrious California Trailblazers, but god dang it, my words did not want to, escape today. So yeah, we're playing the homie in low tiers, which, as you know, he tends to do better than us in, and as per usual, he has a pretty threatening team, which consists of Espeon, Terratoxicroak, Incineroar, Sniper, Goodra, Carbink, Lantern, Sandslash, Alola, the Abomasnow, yeah, that's your name, Abomasnow, Haunter, and last but not least, the Terra Noctowl, who, if I'm being honest, if he doesn't bring this thing to the game, I'm calling him a fraud. Not really, but for real, he hyped this mon up so much that I would actually like to see it. So, in regards to what I'm expecting, I'm kind of just expecting like maybe the first 6. Maybe you switch the Lantern out with the Haunter. I know some of you guys are probably thinking, why would he bring Carbink? Trust me, he's gonna bring Carbink. Don't ask how I know. I just know in my soul he's bringing Carbink for one reason or another. I think he's gonna bring Espeon because his team does not really switch into CC that well. I mean, granted, Espeon is not a CC switch in by any stretch of the imagination. However, one thing Espeon can do though, he can just sack something to, like, let's say close combat from Tauros and then just revenge kill me with Espeon. Because my opponent's team doesn't like nothing really takes a hit from freaking Tauros. Not even the freaking Haunter. Like, yeah, you switch into CC, but you don't switch into Raging Bull. Same situation with Lantern. You switch into 1 because you're immune to the water move, but you don't switch into CC. Like, nothing really switches in. Because everything either gets 1-shotted or 2-shotted. So, with the exception of, I think, Carbink. So Carbink unironically could live 2 hits, but even then, well, actually, no. CC, I forgot you're a rock type. CC into freaking Raging Bull probably kills. So yeah, nothing really takes a hit from us, multiple, except for, like, I guess Toxicroak, and even then, that's more so because of the typing, not the bulk. So I think he's going to bring Espeon. I think he's going to bring his Terra Toxicroak because he loves that thing. I think he's going to bring Incineroar because he kind of, actually, he doesn't really need to bring Incineroar now that I think about it, because Tauros is the physical attacker, and it's like, okay, you're the water. He's also a water type, so maybe he doesn't bring Incineroar. I think he brings Goodra for, like, my special attackers. I think that for sure is going to come. Carbink comes, so Carbink, Goodra, Toxicroak, Espeon. I could see Lantern coming as just like an additional thing for, like, Tauros, and then last but not least, he probably would bring Haunter or Noctowl maybe. So to combat this team, first and foremost, we're going to bring, my computer decided to go ahead and do it for me. We're bringing Toothless, guys. So we're bringing Toothless with his heavy-duty boots, Frisk for the ability, 104 HP, 252 special attack, 152 speed, tip nature with Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, U-turn, and Defog. So this guy is mainly going to be here to remove hazards if my opponent tries to set him up. We have U-turn for pivoting, and then we have Dragon Pulse and Flamethrower because those are honestly the only 2 moves we need to hit everything on the team. And then crazy thing, my opponent today is actually the one who gave me my shiny Noivern. So, it feels like a pretty cool, little full circle moment to be able to play him with the same mod that he gave me, But yeah, that is Toothless, mainly here to remove hazards. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, all aboard the Earthworm, who is rocking his Leftovers, Earth Eater for the ability, 252 HP, 228 defense, 28 speed, Ambitious Nature with Heavy Slam, Body Press, Substitute, and Coil. We just want to make sure that we're a little bit faster. Like, we bring a little bit of speed in case my opponent tries to speed creep us with, let's say, Incineroar, for example. We have Heavy Slam, Body Press, Substitute, and Coil. If we freaking Coil, it boosts our attack and it boosts our defense, and it also increases our accuracy. So things like Espeon, for example, we can't body press it, but a +1 Heavy Slam should knock it out. Same for like Carbink, same for Haunter, because they're all like, well, Carbink's 4 times a week. Haunter is just a freaking ghost who's light as crap. But outside of like those like few Pokemon, like even the Toxicroak doesn't appreciate getting heavy slammed. Everything else we can just body press into. And then we have sub, because if we're in front of the right thing, we can just sub, and then it forces my opponent to have to, make moves to break the sub and then try to kill us. But yeah, that is all aboard the Earthworm. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Reginald the Kamala, one of 2 Terra Captains I'm bringing this week. He's rocking his Assault Vest, Comatose for the ability, Terra Water, max HP, 224 defense, 32 Spadef, Tempest Nature with U-Turn, Knockoff, Brick Break, and Earthquake. This guy is mainly just here to do like utility. So we have U-Turn for pivoting, Knockoff to remove items, Brick Break in case my opponent brings the Aurora Veil, and we can break Aurora Veil, and also we're in front of the Sand Slash. Because I think the Sand Slash could be a very powerful sweeper if Earthworm dies. So this is just kind of like a way to make sure we don't lose to Sand Slash, so we can Brick Break the screens as well as just kill it with Brick Break, because I mean it is 4 times a week. And then we have Earthquake for like our main move to like hit things, because it hits a lot of things on this team. So yeah, that is Reginald. Next on the team roster, goodness gracious, computer, please get it together today. Next on the team roster, I should probably tell my editor to edit that out. Oh wait, I don't have an editor. Well, you guys are going to get the, the raw side of the goddamn team builder then. But yeah, next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, my other Terra Captain, Shandora the Chimecho. So I finally figured out a name for my Chimecho, Shandora. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the heck Shandora is, if you ever watched One Piece, you should know what the Shandora Bell is. And if you don't, I question you as a fan. But anyway, Levitate for the ability, Terrifier, so wherever in front of like the Sand Slash or the Abomasnow, if they come, they cannot touch us. We're at max HP, 216 defense, 40 speed, bold nature, because we're speed creeping something that's kind of just eluding me. It is what it is. We have Psychic, Draining Kiss, Terra Blast, and Calm Mind. Ideally, I want to set this thing up, and then we can just, click Terra Blast, Draining Kiss, or Psychic into my opponent's team. It just depends on what's in front of us. I feel like Shandor is a pretty strong... I feel like this thing has a lot of potential as a Terra Captain in this game. We just have to position it properly. But yeah, that is Shandora. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Tauros Paldea Aqua, also known as Black Bull, who's rocking his Payapa Berry this week. Intimidate for the ability, max attack, 40 Spadef, 216 speed, Jolly Nature with Raging Bull, Close Combat, Zen Headbutt, and Trailblaze. The Zen Headbutt is kind of just for the Haunter. Raging Bull and Close Combat literally hit everything else on this team. And then we have Trailblaze, so we can potentially outspeed and just beat the Espeon. And the reason we are Payapa Berry is in case my opponent is like Scarfed Espeon. So if in case he tries to revenge kill us with Espeon, we can take the hit and then just kill it instead. But yeah, that is Black Bull. Next on the team roster, last but not least, I ain't gonna say you guys necessarily knew he was coming, but he's definitely coming. It's the one, the only Nimbus, the Whimsicott. I had the choice between using Nimbus or Wimmy. So the last time I played Pokemaster with a Whimsicott, I did use Nimbus. So since I'm bringing the Toothless, the Noivern he gave me, I figured I'd bring the same Whimsicott I used the last time. So Nimbus is rocking his choice specs. Prankster for the ability, not that it really matters. Max special attack, 48 Spadef, 208 speed, Timid Nature because we're just speed creeping the Espeon. With Moonblast, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and U-Turn. So basically just a move to hit everything on the team. But ideally, I want to play for a situation where we can just come in and spam Moonblast, because into my opponent's team, outside of the Sand Slash, we're doing a lot of damage to most things with this Specs Moonblast. But yeah, that is Nimbus, that is the team. I've said everything needed to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Pokemaster88. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with the helmet Pokemaster. He has brought, like I said, Carbink does not look good in the matchup, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came. He brought Abomasnow, which I was not expecting. I was expecting maybe Lantern for like a super physically defensive Lantern for my Tauros. Let me see. He has Goodra. So he didn't bring Incineroar, but he did bring Haunter. Okay. You love to see it. So Earthworm looks very strong if we can get rid of Goodra. who do I want to lead into this team? I feel like our best lead is probably going to be Reginald. Yeah, I think our best lead is Reginald. So let's just lead Reggie and take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Pokemaster88, also known as Chris. No Incineroar is huge. No Incineroar is huge. No, he didn't bring the whatchamacallit, so we get rid of Haunter, then Moonblast becomes spammable. He only has 2 things for Toro, so if we get rid of Abomasnow or get rid of Espeon, it kind of just freezes up. And thankfully we sped crept the Haunter, so as long as he's not like Scarf or Specs, we should be fine. But yeah, good luck, have fun to my opponent. So he leads off with Haunter. That's cool. That's cool. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for a knockoff. Like, that's just what we're gonna do. Go for knockoff. I wonder what lead he was expecting. Probably, honestly, I don't even know. But we're gonna go for knockoff here. Knock off the... Of course he does that. But here's the thing. We didn't bring hazard removal on this Pokemon, so this is honestly not a big deal. So, Haunter is gone. Which basically means we can spam Moonblast to our heart's content. I guess they... I don't know how this works. I guess they can... I don't know, bro. This is like so weird. That is my Brick Breaker though, so that does kind of stink. Wait, hold up. Doesn't Defog remove? Okay, so we're not like totally in the bad. Carbink, Abomasnow, Goodra, Toxicroak, Espeon. So we need to be careful because of Goodra. I don't think he goes into Goodra though. I think we go into... So he could go Carbink here, or he could go Abomasnow, I feel like. So we're going to go into All Aboard. Yep, thought so. Haunter was KO'd by Komala, and Komala was KO'd by Haunter. So what are his potential switch-ins right now? Honestly, I'm not trying to think. Should we just go for the heavy? I think we... Because what does this thing do to us? Body press, maybe? We're going for a coil. We're just going to coil. Okay. So who's going to come out here? Probably Goodra, right? Abomasnow. Okay, Mr. Big Bad Abomasnow. So we're going to coil. This guy could go for... Honestly, I'm not even sure. Just go for a body press and see what he has for us. Maybe Aurora Veil? I think we outspeed this thing, though, so we should hit him pretty hard. So it's a good thing we didn't waste the turn to go for the heavy slam there. Alright. So now he's going to go into Goodra. How much damage are we doing to Goodra? Because he probably has Flamethrower on this thing, if I had to take a guess. Jesus Christ. Honestly, if I'm being real, bro, I don't want to take Chip on this. So listen, I have to go into this. I don't want to chip him because this thing looks a little too good in the matchup. I have to hope he just doesn't drop a Draco. Well, why would you drop a Draco and Earthworm? But let's see what he decides to go for. He decides to go for... Let's see. Flamethrower. Please don't burn us. Please don't burn us. Good. So now we're just going to go for the... I mean, I think we just go for close... Because let me see. If Espeon comes in, we just go hard into... Let me see something, right? Let me see something. Because clearly this Goodra is not... whatchamacallit. So if this is, let's say, because you're not defensive, but maybe you're max HP. If we hit you with Zen Headbutt, you're not guaranteed to die. Okay, so we have to CC you no matter what. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to see Espeon come in right here, right now, more than likely. Oh, it's a Bomb Snow, actually. Wasn't expecting that. Alright. Jesus. Dead. That crit more than likely mattered. I don't know how bulky this thing is supposed to be, but I'm going to assume that crit more than likely mattered, and I'm sorry about that. Albeit, I don't know, because, I mean, it was kind of obvious I was going for CC. I was expecting Espeon or Toxicroak, if I'm being honest. Like, because I was thinking, like, maybe he would bring, like, a super defensive Toxicroak since we can't hit him with water, and then he already resists, you know. Tauros. Paldea. Aqua. Okay. The way we have to keep stats for this is so weird. Depending on who he goes into next, will dictate who we go into next. I feel like Espeon. So here's the thing. I know we're strong. Moonblast is super spammable. I'm gonna go into Shandora because. Yeah, we're gonna go into Shandora. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into Shandora. We're just gonna go into Shandora. Because I'm assuming he just goes for the Psychic here. Calm Mind. Alright. So this could get interesting. Oh, we still have stored power on this instead of... Okay, this is going to get really interesting. Let's just Terra and click Calm Mind, because he could have Shadow Ball. He could have Shadow Ball. This is going to get very interesting very fast. What we're going to probably have to do is just chip him a lot. So this is a +1. How much damage are we taking? And we get the little whatchamacallit. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. I think what we do is... I think we just go for Terra Blast here. Psyshock. Ooh. Okay, good. Terra Blast. Wait, hold up. So I'm wondering something. Does Tauros die to a +1 Psyshock? Because he has... Let me see. Calm Mind. Psyshock. +1. We're at 239. Wait. Yeah, 239. We just click Terra Blast again here. So we're at 239. Do we live a hit? 82. The only way we die is if... I mean, he could have Draining Kiss, which probably does kill us. I just know for the rest of this matchup, we don't really need... We kind of just have to go for it, right? Because if we can get this thing out the way... Alright, let's just hope we can live a hit. Or better yet, let's just Trailblaze. Because if we live a hit, we'll outspeed it. If we live a hit, we'll outspeed it. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Trailblaze. Raging Bull should kill this thing anyway. Raging Bull should kill this thing anyway, and if he swaps it out, that's not bad for us. Maybe that's what I should have went for. Just went for the Raging Bull and killed it. Because we outspeed everything else. We really didn't need to Trailblaze. That was kind of unnecessary. Now that I think about it. That was kind of unnecessary. But at least we know. For example, if this thing comes out. Yeah. That Terra was unnecessary. Well, actually... Oh. This thing comes out. Okay. Are you Rocky? Are you Rocky? You're not Rocky. Okay. Raging Bull. We just go for Raging Bull again, I feel like. Or did we swap out here? Actually, I think we just go... I mean, do I want to die to this? Because, like, we beat Goodra with this. Well, Goodra's not taking a freaking whatchamacallit either. Like, he probably Moonblast here, right? But at the same time, I don't think it'll be easy for me to break this thing with my special attackers either. Okay, so who's coming in? Goodra? Okay. We're not scared of a Carbink. We are a real Pokemon. We are not scared of a Carbink. We're going to click Raging Bull again. Yeah, we're going to click Raging Bull again. And just kill this thing. So, Goodra KO'd by Tauros Paldea Aqua. So here comes Espeon, who has to kill us. And let me see something. How much is Specs Whimsicott doing to Espeon with Shadow Ball? Oh, we're killing this thing. Yeah, we're killing this thing. Alright, so we're just going to stay in and go for Raging Bull. There's no reason not to. Yep. You did enough, Tauros. You did enough, Tauros. Okay. Now we go into you and just click Shadow Ball. He has no switch-ins to this, and we can just spam it now. This should absolutely kill. We're just going to click Shadow Ball. Yeah, we're just going to click Shadow Ball. We're just going to click Shadow Ball. This should get the job done unless he's like unless he ran some bulk on this. Alright. So KO'd by Whimsicott. So we're gonna just hit this thing with a we're gonna just click Shadow Ball on this. I know we're gonna die to it, but you know, we're gonna just click Shadow Ball. We're just going to click our Shadow Ball. We're just gonna click our Shadow Ball. We did it. We did a decent chunk. Poison Jab, we're dead. And it's okay. We're dead. It's okay. We go into Toothless here. Muscle Band. So he has Poison Jab. Does he just go Carbink here? Because here's the thing, if we get this play wrong, it could be bad. It could actually be bad. Actually, I think we just go for flamethrower anyway. Alright, we should have U-turned. It is what it is. How much damage are we doing with flamethrower? Probably not a lot. Yeah, we ain't do nothing. But the same thing, at the same time, can this thing even one-shot freaking Orthworm? I don't think it can. So we're gonna just U-turn out. I mean, he could click that one move, right, what do you call it? Body press. He could click iron defense. But we're gonna just heavy slam. Body press. It did that much. Did a decent amount. I have to acknowledge that. It did a decent amount. But we are just going to heavy slam and kill this thing right now. Yeah, we're just going to heavy slam and kill this thing right now. Yeah, that's all we can do. It's just heavy slam. Kill him. Okay. I really wish I would have U-turned the first time so we didn't have to take that chip, but it is what it is. So let me see something about Mr. Toxicroak, right? Where's Orthworm at? Toxicroak. So he has a muscle band, and we know this. Can he kill us from right here is what I'm trying to figure out. We are at 244 HP. So we got 244. So we're at 71. Close combat could kill us, but Drain Punch does not, so... This is so tricky, right? Because he could Terra right here. But what move do you have? Do you have close combat or do you have Drain Punch? Let's just click Body Press. Okay, we could have just... Alright, you're goated. You're goated. You're goated! If we clicked Heavy Slam, I think we just win the game. Like, with Orthworm, but it is what it is. Noivern can get the win. It's kind of poetic, too, because the Noivern I'm using is he gave me that he gave me the Noivern, so it's kind of poetic that Noivern can close the game out. It's very poetic. Noivern can close the game out. So Orthworm is KO'd by Toxicroak. We go Noivern. So Noivern is gonna he's gonna close the game out. You go Toothless, because he's the one who gave us this, so it's really cool. GG's to my opponent, Pokemaster. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.